You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
I'm back. Rodrance for Black and White Sports. If you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button. We're going to talk about UFC fighter Cain Velasquez, of course, also former WWE star. And we're going to talk about a current WWE star and also a former UFC champion. We know, I did a video the other day when the news was breaking that Cain had been involved in a shooting overnight in California. We didn't know the details really and truly at that point. Now we have found out all these sinister related details, and I'm going to have to clean this shit up for YouTube. I'm just letting you know right now. So I'm probably going to use words like incident and sinister to try to replace a couple of other words that might get the channel struck, actually. But this guy that he shot at allegedly did some heinous, morbid shit. Okay, let's just put it that way. Well, because of that, he's getting a lot of defenders coming out, and Ronda Rousey is one of them. Ronda Rousey, this is Fox News. Ronda Rousey defends Cain Velasquez amid charges in shooting. I would have done the same thing. Ronda Rousey, the WWE superstar and former UFC champion, has come to the defense of Cain Velasquez, who is facing attempted murder and other charges related to a shooting this week. San Jose police says Vasquez was attempting to shoot a man who allegedly did something sinister to one of Vasquez's relatives. The retired MMA star was arrested on multiple charges. Rousey tweeted Thursday she would have done the same thing if she was in his shoes. There's her tweet right there. According to the police, San Jose and Morgan Hill officers received a call about a man shooting into a vehicle with 3 passengers inside. The gunman was identified as Vasquez, and he allegedly shot one man who was later transported to a hospital with injuries. The report said Vasquez followed a woman and another man who was later identified as Harry Goularte Jr. I hope I'm saying that name right. Well, frankly, this asshole, I might not care. Police said Vasquez fired into Goularte, who recently charged with doing something very similar to that close relative. He was charged for this crime, by the way, of the retired MMA artist. Look, this happened in California. In all honesty, had this been Texas or this been Florida, I don't know that prosecution would have went after him if it would have been a Republican county. I'm just letting you know. Goularte was charged with 1 felony count of lewd and lascivious act on a child, Jesus, February 25th, and was granted supervised release. Cain's still in jail. This asshole's walking the street. Goularte lived at a daycare run by his mother. Goularte's mother was inside the vehicle Vasquez shot at. According to police, authorities said the daycare had been temporarily shuttered. After the arrest, Morgan Hill police recovered a .40 caliber semi-automatic handgun in the suspect's vehicle with 9 bullets and a 10-round magazine. And there was video out there of him actually chasing this down. This is what the sad tragedy is that Mr. Vasquez chose to take the law in his own hands, endangering the public and everybody in the truck, Santa Clara County District Attorney Jeff Rosen said via KTVU. This act of violence also causes more pain and suffering to his family. Boy, you don't do things the way we do it in Texas, I guess. Vasquez was a champion fighter in the UFC, winning the UFC Heavyweight Championship over Brock Lesnar at UFC 121, October 2010. After losing it in his next fight against Junior DeSantis, I remember both those fights, he recaptured the title over DeSantis at UFC 155. He defended it twice, losing it to Fabricio Werdum. I remember that too. He last fought in 2019. Since retiring from mixed martial arts, Vasquez is seen in pro wrestling, performing for WWE and Mexican wrestling promotion AAA, which I believe is a Lucha Libre brand in wrestling. If I was in Cain's position, I don't blame him for a solitary second for him having done what he did. Like I said, in Texas, I don't know that this man would be in jail right now. But that is a completely, that's a really left-leaning, anti-gun area in California versus Texas versus Florida. I don't know for sure what would have happened in Texas, but I can tell you this. We wouldn't be looking at this guy as being the bad guy. I can tell you that right now. There's T-shirts out there now that say "Free Cain Velasquez." It's good to see somebody like Ronda Rousey, who's still in a high-profile position, come out and get her former UFC stablemate, get his back here. You would think we would hear more and more come out defending this guy. Like I said, there are some people defending him. Considering the details that came out, I would expect more people to start defending this guy. Look, they've went out and lobbied for all these a-holes that have shot people. Liberal district attorneys are letting people out. They've got this guy still in jail. I find that pretty heinous. I can't imagine being put in his position. But if what they say is true, I can completely understand why he did what he did. It's nice to see somebody like Ronda Rousey step up, break silence, and be like, hey, I would have done the same thing. I'm a sports star. Cancel my ass. I don't care. That's what I believe. Good for her. Good for her. Cain, good luck to you, man. Peace. We're out. Till next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.